Good morning, Lagos. It's another beautiful Tuesday morning, and I'm your host as usual, Yetunde James, and it's the Generation Z business show where we interview, you know who we interview. We interview successful people in business and, a bit of lifestyle as well. We get great tips on how they've, gone through their journey and become who they are today. And live in the studio with me, I have a special guest as always. His name is Mr. Demola Lawal. Your nickname, or would I call it Monica? Let me try and pronounce this and pronounce it right. Latchenko. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
I did.
Right.
Oh, okay, great. I feel like I deserve a round of applause. Don't forget, guys, you can call in to our studio line, or you can send a WhatsApp message on our WhatsApp portal if you have any questions that has to do with PR strategy, and content marketing and all the things that have to do with PR marketing, basically. So the studio line is 081-824-26591, and you can send a message to our WhatsApp portal 081-800-89933. Ensure you send in these messages and make these calls before the show ends, right? So that you can get in your questions and get answers to your questions. And I think it's going to be a wonderful one. If I'm not mistaken, you're the PR, your company handled Tiwa Savage.
I'm part of Tiwa Savage team, and there is a department as to which my agency handles, right? Tiwa is a big profile, just like
exactly,
Jay-Z, just like PDD.
Yeah.
So these guys, they don't limit themselves to just an agency or just one person to handle everything for them. So basically, on the digital space, I handle some of Tiwa's digital profiles and social media conversations and narrative and how to navigate our brand identity.
How has it been working with the likes of Tiwa, and I'm sure you have other high-profile clients?
I would say it's been an amazing growth for me personally, because I love being geared to do more. I've always wanted to do more. So you could give me a project, as long as it's in line with media and as regards to public relations and marketing that I do. Even though I don't know so much, I have an idea. I'm geared to make discovery, do research, and just to deliver for my clients.
So we always have like a lot of artists in the studio, play my music. So let's say, I'm an artist right now, and I want to obviously blow up and be big like everyone else.
Yeah.
Would I be able to afford your services, basically?
First and foremost, there is a way I work, right? Myself, I'm a brand, right? Individual brand, right? So if you want to work with me, I can bring in emotions into it. Okay, I love this. I would like to align with this. And the agency doesn't have feelings, right? It's business traits. There are processes you go through, to take in client. So you as an artist, it is now depends on you based on our conversation. Like Demola Lawal, I would love you to, just sprinkle a bit of salt on this project for me. I would like you to come in and support. Oh, I want to be coming to your agency. What can you people offer me, right? So it depends. Right, because for my consultation, only 45-minute long consultation is $150. Right, it's not so expensive. Right?
Sorry, I need water.
45-minute long. Yeah, so it then depends. Okay, this is the channel I want to work with. We strategize personally. If it's the agency side, there's a process to that. So I'm not so expensive. But for my consultation fee, $150, then everything comes after.
Don't forget, guys, the studio line is 081-824-26591, and you can send in a message on WhatsApp 081-800-89933. I think a lot of you artists that always call into the studio, this is the time you should be asking all the questions you need to ask. We have a well-known, renowned professional in the studio, so if you have any questions on how to take your music career or your entertainment career to the next level, this is the best time for you to call in, send in a message. Back to Demola. So how did this journey start, actually?
It's funny how we try to do so much in our life, navigating through with a lot of uncertainty. Like, I just want to do something for myself, right? It's something I learned from my mom, right? My mom is a nurse. She's a real estate consultant, right? And she does a lot, really. But that can have a bad side to it as well. So how this journey started was when I gained admission into the university, right? I gained admission into studying pharmacology. You know, that's more into the pharmaceuticals and medical line, right? And in 100 level, I met this amazing guy, amazing person. We're still in contact. His name is Tola. So he was like, hey, can I be tweeting for MTN? Can I tweet for so person for certain? Because then Twitter, I had like 3,000 followers then. And the engagement on Twitter was just coming up, you know, the new tool. So I said, okay, it's time to explore. So I took it up. I look at it like, if I can't see myself doing it 5 years from that moment, I don't see it. That is even applicable to how I work with people. You know, it's not always about the money. When I see that I can't see, you know, you don't have like probably proper plan for yourself, then why should I align myself with you? So I've always seen myself like that. So I said, okay, it's social media, right? There could be more to it. So I started learning more, even while in medical school. I learned more. I was taking online classes, reading books, and all of that. So I became social media strategist for Maven Records. Yeah, yeah. I met Don Jazzy through Twitter.
Wow.
Before I worked with Jazzy, I worked with Ubi Franklin, Inyanya, Ice Prince. You know, then we were doing all this Twitter conversation, and it was enticing to all these entertainers because they just want to, you know, get into some of these topics and you know, just trend. So through Jazzy, it was an amazing one. The first time I met him, Jazzy gave me 30,000 naira. I can remember fighting with my mom. I wanted to wear shirt. My mom said, wear native so you can look like. So it was a great one. I worked with Jazzy. Jazzy was paying me from his bank account, not from the company's account. Because it felt like I'm unique, like I'm different. And I was so young, 100 level. I was 17 thereabouts. And the way I was talking, when he saw me, he was like, so you're the one I've been talking to on the phone. Wow. That is me, boss. I was like, okay, great. So amazing 4 years working with Maven Records, and I'm still a consultant for the brand as well. You know, I still work with Siwa, I still work with Ricardo Banks. You know, I've done a project with Rema as well. So it's been a great one. So it started as an humble beginning, right? And I feel like I grew over time into becoming who I am today.
I mean, it's interesting because, you know, one of the things I was going to say is that, you know, you talk like you've been in this industry for years. And I know that, you know, I mean, he looks young, you know, and he may be old, Sha, but, you know.
I'm not so old.
But I mean, it's interesting to hear that, you know, you did state the fact that you started pretty young in the industry, and that's why you've had, you know, the amount of years of experience that you have. One of the things I noticed that you speak a lot about is the fact that you work with a lot of people within the entertainment industry. Do you work with corporates as well? Industry?
To that, my agency, ATM Media Credential, started off as a social media marketing company, but we can boldly say right now that we are a solid PR agency, you know, also media communication, so to say. So, as I've said, I've evolved over time alongside my agency. So right now, we don't only offer our services to just in the entertainment space alone, events, music, and all that. So we do corporates, we do individual branding, PR consultancy.
Okay.
Could be entrepreneurs, could be politicians, though we don't try to align to that much. Corporates, we've had projects on finance industry, you know, new banking, digital banks, and all of that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What does it entail to be a PR strategist?
To be a PR, you know, PR basically is the short form of public relations. Okay? And what is public relations? It has to do with how you know, communicate the information, the identity of a particular brand to the, you know, entire public. You know, being like the sieve, you know, the sieve between a brand or business and the public, right? So that's managing the narrative, the conversation, you know, making sure you are, you know, test running litmus tests to see, the public are actually accepting this person. What are the negative things they are talking about? The brand or business. So you tend to balance both. Yeah, and being a PR person, you know, comes with a lot of other, you know, channels that has to do with media. You know, be it advertising, you know, digital marketing, conventional advertisements and all of that. And there's a whole lot of conversation around what is PR, what is advertising, what is marketing.
Exactly,
That's not the
yeah.
conversation for today. But
Definitely not.
Yeah, I am a story. I'm so in love with storytelling. Right? That's why I said if I can't see you work, if I can't see myself working with you for 5 years, let's say minimum 3 years, I don't see a reason, because when I look at you, I'm already thinking of what you could be in 2 years time, 3 years time. So the narrative build-ups, even with my entire team, that's how we actually work.
Okay.
So as a PR person, I feel like I need to feel connected, get connected to my clients, you know, for a longer period of time, because whatever I'm building for them, be it artists, be it business, be it brand, whatever I'm building for them has to do with continuous information, their brands and whatever they have to offer. You know, that continuous feeding of the public through different media channels is what that's what it means to be a PR person. Then advertising could come in. Oh, you want to put yourself on billboard, you want to do all that, because everything is still under integrated marketing communication.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
that's basically